Hello everyone, welcome to the world of Lean Six Sigma. I am Mohit Sharma, your mentor and coach on Lean Six Sigma issues and problems. Today we are going to learn about a case study which is in P2P area. Team wanted to reduce the P2P cycle time. Procure to pay is a complete purchasing process in order to fulfill any customer's order. It involves request for quote, supplier setup, PO management, shipment and invoice handling, etc. The average TAT to complete these activities is 15 working days, leading to customer dissatisfaction for an MNC. In order to improve the efficiency of this process, team decided to do this as a project. They wanted to reduce the overall P2P processing time and they want to enhance customer satisfaction. The first thing that the team did was to create the project charter. The project charter has 6 elements. The first one is business case, second is problem or opportunity statement, third is goal statement, fourth is scope of the project, fifth is project schedule, and sixth is team charter. So the opportunity that the team figured out was that the cycle time and the end-to-end turnaround time to complete procure to pay process is huge. And the occurrence of repeated manual work is also there. So they took the goal to reduce this end-to-end turnaround time from 15 working days to 7 working days by November 19. There was a cross-functional team which was set up, and the sponsor of the project was the vice president for P2P process. The champion was AVP of P2P process, and as I told you, there were cross-functional teams involved. The next thing the team did was to do a brainstorming session. They wanted to reduce this high turnaround time. So under people, they had less resources or headcounts were the problem. They had untrained resources, that was also one of the problems. Under machine, they had system slowdown and outdated technology, and there were some tool issues also. Under material, no structured process documentation, lack of automated tools were some of the problems. Under method, manual tracking of order, manual end-to-end verification of information provided, and manual filling of request form and data repetitiveness were some of the issues. Under measurement, the high wait time between the processes, there is less or no metrics for measurement. Under Mother Nature, time zone difference was one of the issues. That was leading to huge turnaround time. The next thing that the team did was to create the value stream map. So they did the activity in a classroom and then the map was plotted here on the slides. The first step is that vendor setup form is to be submitted and then that form is validated. After the validation, the supplier setup is done. If the supplier is not set up in the system, then purchase requisition is submitted then, and after that the PR approval or rejection is happening. Whether the purchase requisition is approved or rejected, the purchase order is then generated, the PO copy is delivered then, and then the shipment starts happening. They start tracking the shipment. The next step is the invoice processing will happen, and in the end the case is closed. There was a lot of lead time. 185 minutes is the lead time, and there were 15 working days which were taken for this particular process. Friends, you can buy my authored books on Amazon. My first book is 8 Steps to Problem Solving, which talks about Six Sigma concepts. And my second book is Continuous Improvement the Lean Way, which talks about the lean concepts. Then team identified some IT and non-IT Kaizens. All the IT Kaizens are marked in green and all the non-IT Kaizens are marked in red. So this is the list of IT and non-IT Kaizens. Some of the IT Kaizens are that manual filing of request form or data repetitiveness was one of the Kaizens that they figured out that they wanted to eliminate. Manual filing of the request form. Manual verification of purchase order, so they wanted to automate this process as well. RFQ process, they also wanted to automate this process. They wanted to generate an automated tool solution for PO or invoice management. They wanted to avoid manual tracking through integration between various tools and ERPs, and the old technology for tools has to be upgraded with the new or updated technology in the market. Some of the non-IT Kaizens were process regulations, no structured documentation, so they wanted to create a structured document, and there were stakeholders and controllership sign-off on threshold that were required. So that process was manual. It used to take a lot of time. So they wanted to increase this threshold. Process cross trainings were required because some of the teams had bandwidth to work for the other teams and they were not trained. And the SharePoint and documentation also they need to improve and put that in order. After that, the recommended actions were identified. The YY technique is used to identify the solutions, like for example, manual filing of request form or data repetitiveness. So why it was happening? Because there was no automation or linkages to any other tool. And why that was happening? The form was designed on simple web-based online tool. And why that was happening? Because it was an old technology. So the team decided to automate the request form wherever possible and integrate with the other tools. Manual verification of purchasing details. Why it was happening? There was no track of information of the requesters. Why? Because the no system available to maintain the requesters portfolio. And then the team decided to create a requester portfolio and request management tool. Manual RFQ process, supplier and the other info to be taken manually from the form. Why? Because the access of required details are complex. There was no system integrated details available. There was no built-in logics. So automation of the RFQ process from the tool only with defined logics will help this particular issue. Likewise, they had so many other Kaizens, the 10 which I have explained it to you. They figured out recommended actions for all of them and then implemented these Kaizens. So while they were implementing these solutions, they implemented such tools such as 5S, Jidhoka, Heijunka, when they cross-trained and utilized team members from other areas, to eliminate Muda, Muri. So all of these lean tools were used to solve these particular problems. In the end, team was able to reduce the overall turnaround time from 15 days to 4 days against a target of 7 days. And the volume of requests has also gone up by 50%. Still, they were able to maintain that. And the business impact was to the tune of 1.5 million in the increase in the revenue, which was equivalent to 1.5 CR in Indian rupees. The partner satisfaction survey score has improved to 9.9. It was 7 at the time the project started. The direct cost saving is $135,000, which is equivalent to 1 crore INR. So friends, I hope you understood what is the impact of this particular project, how the overall end-to-end P2P TAT has been reduced by the organization, and I hope this will help you in defining your particular problem areas and identifying the right root causes. So if you like this video, please give it a thumbs up and share this video with your friends. I will see you in my next upcoming video. Till then, take care. Bye-bye. Friends, you can buy my authored books on Amazon. My first book is 8 Steps to Problem Solving, which talks about Six Sigma concepts. And my second book is Continuous Improvement, the Lean Way, which talks about the lean concepts.